Hey guys, welcome back to Not So Popular Opinion. Have you noticed that panderers and simps are on the rise? Men telling women everything they want to hear, but speaking nothing but bullshit about men just to impress women because they have no ability to communicate with women other than kissing their ass. It's pretty pathetic. Here's another one who wants to be the next Derrick Jaxn, I guess. Let's check this out.
Men ain't intimidated by strong women. No, you may not be. But quit thinking that you represent all men. You don't date men. You don't understand how a man can feel in a relationship with a woman that's outperforming him. Yes, he is okay with this woman out excelling him when it comes to raising the children because she's a woman, she should be. But what if she's out excelling him when it comes to her career, her direction, her ability to think? You don't think that some insecure men, that will be repelling for him? And you quickly dismiss a woman's experience. It's your attitude because you want her to still be the villain. Some feel small when they're in a relationship with a woman that stands tall. Feel weak when they're in a relationship where a woman is strong. And for y'all to get up here and say, no, it's your attitude. That woman can be the most docile woman, the most mild-mannered, feminine woman. But best believe, if she's assertive, she's a leader in her own right, she brings more bacon to the household, she ain't gotta say because that man's insecurities, those demons, will speak to him.
Not only is he a pandering simp, and this is not to insult gay men, but he is one of the most effeminate men I have ever seen. So ladies, if you want to continue listening to panderers and effeminate men and even gay dudes about how to communicate and how to be in relationships with men or take advice about men from these type of people, you deserve all the stupid and horrible results that you get from it. Because a panderer or an effeminate man or a simp cannot tell you how to deal or how to be in a relationship with a real man because they don't know what they are. They don't know what they are. It's just like listening to a woman that's not married trying to tell you how to get a husband. The fuck she know about getting a husband? She ain't married. But let's go into what he said. Men are not intimidated by women. Let's just correct that off the bat. It is your attitude. If we are going to be honest about modern women, we know they have two big issues. Several issues, but they have two big issues. Being loud and being disrespectful. Two of their biggest attributes, being loud and disrespectful. They don't respect their parents. They don't respect their bosses, their teachers, their friends, themselves. And they definitely don't have respect for men in general. So when you combine that with them making more money, the one thing that modern women see men as is a bank account or a checkbook. When they have more money than men, why would that make them treat men any better or have less attitude with men? It doesn't make any fucking sense. So everything he's saying is bullshit to inflate women's egos even more. If they're already disrespectful, how would them making more money than a man make them more respectful or make them less sassy or make them have less attitude? Of course it's their attitude. The difference between men and women when it comes down to conversations is where it starts. Because men know that if you cross that line with a man in communication, once you cross that line, there's no going back. Someone is going to get hurt. There's a level that you do not pass of aggression when you're communicating with a man. You know that once you cross that line with that man, one of y'all is gonna get hit in the face. There's a high probability that somebody's gonna get swung on. Men know that and respect that in the back of their mind. with women, they know a real man is not going to hit them. So they become habitual line steppers. They will continue to cross that aggression line with men all the time. This is modern women. This is what they do. They cross that aggression line because they know a man is not going to hit them. So why in the hell would them making more money make them less likely to cross that aggression line with a man? This dude's a fucking idiot. He's a pandering idiot. Of course they're going to have a worse attitude. Of course they're going to be more disrespectful. Why would any man want to deal with that? Men aren't intimidated by that. They're fucking annoyed. Men are not intimidated by you. We are annoyed by you. But because you refuse to comprehend that, you see it as intimidation. And because you only care about how you perceive things, a pandering fuckface can tell you that men are intimidated, and you will eat that shit up like fucking candy. But in reality, we are simply annoyed by you because you have crossed that aggression line time and time again, and you are not a man, so we're not going to take it there with you. But instead of respecting that, you're going to cross it again. Women who are making less money than their man still want to lead everything. They want to tell a man what to do with his money, what to do with his time, what to do with his feelings, everything. So why would a woman with more money be any more likely to let a man lead? You got to think about stuff like that. But instead, dummies like this panderer here will continue to spew this nonsense because they just want the clicks. They just want to manipulate because that's all they know. That's the only thing they're good at. So he can take his effeminate pandering nonsense and shove it up his ass. Let's check out some of these comments. First commenter here says, same thing with men being shorter than us. Now I will come at this as logically as I can as a shorter man. I don't mind climbing trees. I really don't. Never have cared. Some men may. But that is because women love to insult a man. This is why I tell a lot of men, my peers, do not let women know what you're insecure about, because they will use that against you. So a lot of times it's not the man having a problem with him being shorter, is that he knows that one day you will use that against him. Any weakness a man has, you're gonna use it. Next commenter here says he was shorter by height, mind, money. Damn. As I said, women will attack men's height. Every man knows that. But he was shorter by D, so what you saying, you have a big dick? Let's stop this nonsense here, because women love to jump on shit that men can't control. Their height and their D, you have no control over that. But you have control over your mouth, your shitty attitude, your fat ass, and everything else that you hate for men to talk about. When are a woman gonna stop this nonsense? Next person here says, I agree. This does pose a challenge, especially when we make more money and are humble about it. That's on him. Humble? When the... This woman need to stop lying. Honestly, have you ever met a humble modern woman? They don't exist. So of course you haven't. Just lies. This next comment here says, facts. Def my ex-husband. He used to say, you don't let me lead. Well, I'm not gonna follow a goofy. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. You can't lead a broke modern woman. So you can not even try to lead a woman that makes more than you. You picked this goofy ass as you calling him. So why not let him lead? What the fuck you picking for? Why were you with him in the first place? That's what I was talking about, the disrespect. That's what I was talking about, the attitude. I ain't making this up. You let a woman talk long enough, she'll tell on herself. Next person here says, it all makes sense now, except for one. I always dated men who were insecure. I have some work to do on myself. Thank you. Well, at least you realize you got some work to do on yourself, because you the one that keep picking they so-called insecure ass. That's definitely a flaw on your part. Next comment here says, I love this because I'm always considered to have an attitude, and I really don't do anything but by myself, all because I have my ish together. Come on, really? Women talking like that don't have an attitude? Your profile picture screams attitude. Get the out of here with that bull. You know damn well you got a funky attitude. The smug look on your face, let's be real. You know you got a bad attitude. Last comment here says, say it again. Never had to say a word. Raise your hand if you met a modern woman that can keep her mouth closed, that actually knows how to be quiet and listen to anybody, that doesn't always have some smart ass comeback. Never had a word to say? Yeah, you can save that bullshit for TikTok, because nobody in the real world believes you. Men want to lead. Men want to guide. Men want to help. You can barely guide a broke modern woman because she thinks she knows everything. A woman making more money will demand to be leader, knowing damn well that when it comes down to it, her money is her money. And even though she makes more than you, she can make triple than you. Your money as a man is still y'all money, but hers remains hers. So why would any man want to deal with that? No one would. You would be a damn fool to want to deal with that. Alright guys, I'd love to hear what you think about all this. Is he right? Am I right? Whether you agree or disagree, let's talk about this. Let's start the conversation. As always, thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. Make sure to hit the notification bell on your way out. I'll see you in the next one.